Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Empire at War with Zsinj's Empire, where previously on our stream we did take Mandalore as well as Centauri's, Rivester and Belderon. It was an amazingly good push into the Greater Maldrude's main territories there, as well as taking Mandalore itself. Very, very useful indeed, especially Mandalore, because we will be able to get the influence up over there and get some great Mandalorian units out. Particularly, I want the Kel Darby battleships. So that's absolutely brilliant. Thank you to those who did watch the stream. Thank you very much. Did very much appreciate it. It's great to see you there. Today, we are going to specifically be looking at Essen and SE4. I think SE4 is the capital, I believe, of the CSA's planets. So that's going to be a tough one. But certainly a much needed one, while the bulk of the enemy fleet is actually over Oslenpex, which is excellent there. We will scout this out once again, and hopefully we can take Essen as well. So two excellent production worlds, and of course income worlds for us to take as well. We will also be looking at raiding the nearby Pentastar Alignment planets of Abroa Sky, Mirka, and Corvus Minor, as well as perhaps Generis here as well. So we'll probably be doing that with this new fleet we're creating over here. We're just going to get a couple more ships in there if possible. What do we want in there? Some more frigates and corvettes, because we have some good capital ships there already. So we're going to immediately go over to Auxilia here and create some... Let's see... Do we get things... We get things discounted in Dathomir. So what we'll do is, in Auxilia, we will create a... Do we have an interdictor? We do. Let's create a lot of these lancers. Just fill that up, because you never have too many lancers. Pull back here if we're allowed to actually... There we go. Game's just catching up. We'll create over here some bulk-horn battle cruisers. Or just star bulk cruisers, just so that we get some more bombers out for ourselves. And over here, I think we get a couple more victories. I think we're going to shy away from the dragons. So we get some of these galleons out, and some nebulons as well would be great for us. This is all ground units, apart from Tybazan, of course. He can use his aggressor. We're just going to put these onto surface worlds so that we can defend there for now. Going to sit about here a little bit though, because I do want to use Zsinj's discounts to start building up over here in Belderon. We do want to get a trade port out here, because we do get a lot of connections. We do only own 2 of these connections for the minute, so we're a little limited on that income. But we still get extra money. Extra money is always needed and always appreciated. I think we're going to make this a very minor fortress as well, because we're bordering the now New Republic planets of Mintuin and Mahana. They did take Dzevro from us previously, so we might want to raid over there with Zsinj's fleet as well. If we just bring that up to a very healthy 300 pop cap, perhaps with more frigates. Well, certainly more frigates, but I think more corvette options as well, because you're going to lose those lancers and nebulons very easily, I think. I think maybe one more victory perhaps there, and some more lancers will be excellent. But for now, let's create a planetary shield generator, and I quite like getting our ACPTs from the heavy factories as garrisons there. It's always very useful indeed. So, do we not have a... That's an interesting one. We don't have... Is it Stanos? Rivus can create frigates and such. So we'll create a good handful of lancers, a couple more of these galleons, and once again, I think we just bring Zsinj over, because I don't want to currently pay full price for a victory, because we have spent a lot of our money at the moment. Of course, I want to work towards getting Zsinj up to his executor. Let's have a quick scout towards Essie before we move on to there. We do actually see huge fleets over here. We see Dauntless, broadside cruisers, lancers, 4 victories. They will have some excellent orbital defense over here. We can see a Golan 2. I would imagine there's also a Valor class starbase there. So we're looking okay. We absolutely want more victories and frigates here, actually, because we have a good amount of Star Destroyers and some fair Corvette options there. But we're just lacking here after some decent losses previously. So we might ignore Essie while we build that up and actually go for Essen to start with, because that's a lot more manageable. They do have turbo lasers on the ground. We will want to invest into some true spies, I think. So we'll do that over here. We'll bring these units into that fleet as well, just as some sort of backup. I thought I saw actually some land units in the orbit there, so that's excellent. I want to raid that pretty much as soon as we get this reinforcing fleet in. We do see this group in Essie only getting stronger. So yeah, what we're going to do is make sure we have our Pathfinder abouts and very quickly raid Essen. So we're going to pull back a little bit. We don't unfortunately have any interdiction capabilities, so if this enemy fleet does decide to retreat, we won't get the opportunity to hit all of these land units. But we're going to pull back, allow our fighters and such to come out. We'll make some good shields over here with our corvettes. For now, guess out a victory in the centre there for range. Let's get these surveyors as well. Make a small group of these dragon cruisers as well. We get a star galleon here, but I think we're going to pull that back because we will lose imperial influence and legitimacy if we lose heroes. And I think really putting a hero galleon here is just asking to lose a hero there, because we're already losing this Nebulon. Going to bring these round, turn this here, and we're going to try and micro some of this. So get onto the enemy bombers coming in here. I want to get our own bombers, pull them back a tiniest bit, because we're going to run into... Actually, no, the enemy doesn't have any point defense. Let's go for this Dreadnought cruiser. We're instantly firing out all of our rockets there. Is absolutely beautiful. Looks like we missed with a fair bit, but you know, Zsinj isn't necessarily fighter heavy. It's one thing we like doing with Zsinj though, is why we like playing him, because he does have that generalist approach to him. He doesn't particularly specialise with anything. And we're going to just push forwards here. And get a bit of a formation going once again. I think we lost that Nebulon previously, which is a shame. Let's move forwards here. And if we just move up, like so. Lovely. Bring this back into protection. Get some units onto these bombers coming in. And we will pull back our own bombers. They can heal at the galleon. See some Proton rockets coming out for us. Lovely, getting into those fighters. It looks like we're rinsing those fairly clean actually. We do have some very high quality fighters out of Zsinj in the form of those raptors. Let's push forwards with these. Move those towards the galleon a bit better. What are we firing us over here? Just some fighter bombers there. All done. Lovely. Let's move up. Heal up our bombers. And they can actually just move towards... I don't know, they've got Nebulons and such toward the trade port now. Let's go for the golden one. And we'll start moving in. Not much else to watch and say here. And yeah, we did actually lose that single Nebulon, but luckily we did manage to get some excellent value about destroying these land units, especially these interceptor wings, which are absolutely disgusting aerial anti-vehicle damage for us. So I think that's going to be a very quick raid as we move back now to Mario, because we're wide open from attack from this fleet here. Do we have those probe droids out? Not just yet. They're about here. Let's pull over here and bring our fleet together while we're waiting for those. Move this over. Pretty much done. Just waiting on a couple more Corvette options there. And if we can scout this correctly, yeah, huge fleets coming out now. That really suggests that what we want to do is move Zsinj over and help that out, because that's looking like it's going to go to Elon there. It's not the worst thing if we can intercept that and this comes off of the ground, because then we can actually take that over very easily. On Etty, yeah, we cannot stealth raid this whatsoever. That's a huge, huge garrison. Huge, huge garrison there. So let's move over to actually Stenos and see if they do actually attack us. Although I do find that the CSA turtles up and plays more passively. About to invade Sutri. It's a little late there. Ooh, okay, we see Ardus Kane, but the 390 pop cap. I don't know actually. Will I go into that? That might well be his. Yeah. Oh dear, they're coming in with an executor. Okay, we do have a hypervelocity cannon there, and we do have one Star Destroyer. Unfortunately, we're going to have to sell that second one that's being produced. We're not going to do too much damage here, but I think we can at least do some damage mitigation. And by which I mean we are going to pull back to our orbital stations here, and we do see that rather nasty executor. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a very tough one. Let's destroy the Ton Falk before that deploys. Hypervelocity cannons are not going to do too much, although we can use that actually to do some lingering damage to the executor. Oh, that doesn't actually wipe his house in one. That's a bit of a shame. Do see a sector as well. Maybe we should try and focus on this today in this battle. Yeah. Okay, let's pull back to Golan and see if the enemy does in fact decide to attack there. We might be able to use that as a bit of a shield for us, is the plan. And actually, looking closer, it seems the enemy has quite the lack of point defense. While they do have some fighters, I think we outnumber them and have greater quality. So we're going to push in our fighters over here, but our bomber's going to target this lone dreadnought for now.
I copy.
What we're going to do is push these corvettes a little further out so that we do get some sort of support there. Use their point defense correctly. We've used our second hypervelocity cannon shot to weaken the Secutor.
Reporting.
And do we take on? Yeah, we're going to just focus the bombers and fighters over here for now.
Yes, sir.
Our space station is
That
under attack.
space station's under attack, not a problem. It's only that and the Secutor in range at the moment. And with that down, we're going to start focusing the Secutor
Target
with our bombers, of course.
Copy.
excellent shot.
Acknowledged. Begin attack on the torpedo.
This Victory 2 doesn't get point defense, but let's see. It's turbo lasers. They're not going to have the greatest accuracy against fighters,
Locking on.
if any. It looks like we're actually getting through these shields already. Okay, another hypervelocity cannon should do some great work then once the shields are down. It does bypass shields, but I wonder if it makes too much of a difference. Let's guess on that. Love to see it. I think that's probably going to go down. We're in range now with everything here. Going to save. Do we? No, we don't need to actually use the abilities on our victories. The next hypervelocity cannon shot will be used on the Executor. If we can get any lasting damage on that before we intercept that, so that would be such a massive boon. Let's try and micro our fighters a bit. Just a little bit, of course. Get rid of this victory because that's going to start dealing some damage in the background. Probably a little more than this ship actually now. There we go, lovely. Gets the bombers out once again. And there we go. So let's get our Raptors onto these bombers. These ties into the TIE Defenders, which are very nasty indeed. And we'll group up our bombers, pull them out so they don't get attacked by enemy fighters. And really, we'll just try and whistle down the shields. A small group of bombers like this is not going to really penetrate the shields very much on the Executor there, but they need to do what they can. Getting on top of the enemy's bombers though, excellent there. Very useful indeed. Let's get this, I forget what these ones are called actually, aggressor squadrons. They're no TIE Defenders, of course. Bring out our reserves, and we're soon going to have another hypervelocity cannon shot. Use that immediately. Let's see exactly what that does. That weakens a couple hard points. They don't have any fleet tenders available, so they won't repair from that. And now that we're in range, we do use focus fire. Might want to start actually destroying these minor cruisers here. We lose our own there. Let's get the bulks onto that actually. How are we doing against those shields? Not very well at all. Pull this in. Yeah, we're going to lose the Star Destroyer unfortunately very, very quickly. We've lost our bombers, which is a massive shame. Needs to get on top of enemy bombers though. Yeah, lovely. More of them coming in though. Get on top of this, please. Lovely. Just about going to get that down. Yeah, we're just full power to weapons now. We're not going to get through these shields, are we? I mean, look at that. We're losing the victories. Really horribly there. Okay. Well, we got rid of a fair bit of the... Oh, we see. What sort of Star Destroyer is that? Was it a Tector? Probably could have focused that a bit more. But if we get another hypervelocity cannon shot, that should be some downed hard points. Maybe not. Okay, yeah. We're losing that Star Destroyer. Just not penetrating the massive 60,000 shield power here. Okay, I think then, if that's going to be the case, let's focus everyone we can onto this Ton Falk to reduce its escorts. That's disappeared. That's a shame. That's just taking the piss there, to be honest. Alright. Alrighty. Not getting any extra reinforcements out of this, unfortunately. There's not really anything of worth to attack now, unfortunately. So I think maybe we hold out for one more hypervelocity cannon shot and then we retreat and auto-resolve out, I think. Because we have lost our standing garrison. They're going to get through the golem very quickly indeed. And I don't like that at all. I think one more onto this, see if we can get some sort of hard points. Doesn't seem to be the case. Let's come out. But we did manage to get rid of one of their administrative heroes who do also provide a huge command boost. I believe it's a 2 or 3, which is massive. Did destroy a Secutor as well, which cannot be understated, the value there. But what we do is move up over here. And I think we just really have to do what we can. We are going to lose Sutri as well. They're very quick on that. So a good couple heroes here, including an 80-80 here with 5 of these siege towers and 7 of these juggernauts. We'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. We can't just give it to them. So let's get over here onto the build pads. Move up over to the center here. See if we can get some build pads working. Yeah, we have one here. Let's see. Rather a wide and open map here. Let's move up to this command post, please.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Do see the enemy has already brought in one of their heroes. A lot of speeders coming in already, actually. That's interesting. Aerial speeders is not fun. That's going to be very annoying indeed. Okay, let's get that up. And what we do is create a back repair station there. Let's bring these up over here. Certainly get these in here. Try and focus on the centre for now. Do get these in. Some nice snow speeders. They come with AI and AV blaster cannons, which is great. Capture every extra thing we can here. And we want military units out, really, don't we? Okay, what do we see here? A lot of it. We see a lot of it. Let's run away. Pull back. Kite them. do see that hero there. Let's not waste time, let's move in.
Ready to move.
Ready.
Pull back. Use our natural repair to our advantage there.
Heading out.
Construction activated.
Focus that hero.
Roger that.
Lovely. Get on top of this.
Scanning target.
Make sure they can't make that.
Awaiting orders.
What do we see here? More infantry. Pentastar infantry is rather deadly.
Awaiting your orders.
Oh, we do see that AC-80 hero coming in as well.
Coordinates.
Let's chase down that commando hero.
Awaiting destination. Reporting in.
Pull back here, grab that command or build pad.
All out troops.
Try and limit their reinforcements as much as possible. Keep pushing. And try and force it to a command post game. These ULAVs will do some work against an AC-AC if they get to its reverse side, and we do in fact see one of these siege towers. Let's try and flank it
Yes, Commander. Right away.
before that can set up, ideally.
Moving to secondary position. Targeting.
Copy.
What do we see down here? Not too much.
Awaiting orders.
Move up here. Really fearing bombing runs though, and
Cover. Create a
Brigade
crossfire.
standing by.
orbital bombardments. Let's move up once again. We've still not got rid of that commando hero. Don't like that whatsoever. There's that AC-80. Let's once again move behind, and juggernauts. We got everything here right now. Oh dearie dear. Let's go to the flank.
Unit destroyed.
We see
Assault squad.
AAs there
Unit destroyed.
dealing with the AC-AC. Let's actually try and pull back here. That's just a little too much there. Move to the flank. Focus this down as quickly as possible. The ACPT's going to get that, maybe. Oh, that's very useful indeed. Let's focus this down. What do we see here?
Unit destroyed.
I mean, ideally, I'd be doing hit and run attacks, but so let's do that.
Right away.
Move back. We see a bombing run coming in, so let's just dodge that very quickly, as much as we can. What do they take out of that? A couple ULAVs, maybe? Anything? Not too much. Brilliant. Let's let's have a look at the position there. Pull back. Everyone pull back. ULAVs get out. Down to here, please.
Unit destroyed.
Orders.
These need to pull back immediately, but we see
Signal received.
enemies on the flank there.
We could use
Too
more
much going on.
Give us the signal.
Far too much going on.
Coordinates received.
Unit
Moving
destroyed.
there now.
Roger that.
That wasn't actually what we thought it was.
Sold.
Okay. Okay, so let's get on here
Is garbled.
Tank brigade ready.
very quickly.
Unit destroyed.
Move on to this. I think we can grab that siege tower if we're quick.
Copy. Let's move out.
Construction.
Affirmative. On my way.
Maybe not.
Moving out.
Unit destroyed.
Right away.
Unit
No,
destroyed.
okay. Just too much around it.
Repair
Roger
station
that.
constructing.
How doing here?
Affirmative, sir.
What was that they destroyed? Was this?
Form up.
Repair station has been sold.
Awaiting orders. Heading
Move
out.
up here. Get that hero once again. Just far too many. That hero with his shield is really getting on my nerves, to be honest. Let's try and flank here. Bring everything in.
Reporting. Enemy in range. Scout trooper reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
Unit destroyed.
What we need to do is full power to the AV weapon.
Unit destroyed.
Let's go. Ready.
And here, thank you.
Is under attack.
Go up. Just more rubbish. Let's use our mines maybe. Get those down. Pull back.
Reporting.
Get on top of this.
Brigade
Okay. Pull back.
armor ready. This way.
Ready and reporting. We can keep up.
We'll back you up. Yes, sir.
Get on top of this infantry here.
There they are.
Are we struggling with the terrain? I think that's actually working to our advantage. Lovely. Down here.
Battalion standing by.
Awaiting your orders.
Form up.
us a target.
Alright, rush to help this area. So much. So much going on. Look at the armour the enemy has here.
Copy.
Well, is that bloody scout hero? He needs to go down. He's ripping our infantry apart.
You're in my sights. This way. Coordinate construction complete.
There we go, got him down. Get rid of that. We see some ACPTs which will rip us apart. Pull back.
Over there.
Gearing up. Just give me a target. Over there.
Awaiting orders.
Not the best defense in the world whatsoever.
Copy.
Whatsoever.
Taking lookout
What do
position.
we see here? What are we shooting at? Is that another... There's another hero. Let's force that down then.
Assault squad reporting.
He's very quick on his feet. Look at that. He's very quick on his feet. We see another bombing run coming in there. Doesn't really hit anything by the looks of it, so we need to get rid of that anti-vehicle turret the enemy set up. Focus these down. We can get as many of those as possible. That'd be great.
Base is under attack.
Spread out, men.
Yes, Commander.
And did we get rid of that hero? No, he's still somewhere. He's there.
Battalions.
Bloody hell. It's just so much armour. So much armour.
We're available. Any orders? Squad on the way. Signal
On
received.
top of that. Yeah, we're really running out of garrison. Now, we do have some more ACPTs. I wish I'd seen them earlier. Let's move up to this area.
Time order. Copy. Ready.
We could use more
He's
supplies.
still struggling against that other hero. These do put in the work, these
Deploying.
little, I forget what they're called actually. PX-10s. Against infantry heroes. But just not quite good enough at the moment. Let's pull back here. You know what? We make this now an anti-tank. Pull back. Focus, please. Anything that's particularly damaged?
Setting course. Almost there.
Not really. I think we just need to push in here and try and get some more damage on. Doing some damage. Lovely. Get rid of that walker. Lovely. Focus this one. It is a bit damaged. Pull back here. What is that? The it is.
I copy.
Awaiting orders. Copy.
Now, to the untrained eye, it might look like we're sending things in willy-nilly. But no. I assure you we're not. Oh, bugger. Look at that. Let's try and pull that in here.
We're moving right away.
What if that does too much? So I've never really got much success out of those things. Let's get on him once again.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Moving to target.
destroyed.
Provide some sight.
Affirmative. All right, men. Take cover. Target confirmed.
Come on. Excellent damage.
Reporting.
What do we see over here? Another anti-vehicle turret. Oh, bloody hell. I think they still have siege towers is the problem.
We stand
Too
ready
many
to
siege
push.
towers.
Ready and
We're back.
reporting.
What do we see coming up here? Let's get to the centre. Yeah, 2 siege towers there. They've got so much health on them. They have 950 health. I think that's more than an AT-AT, you know? We still see that bloody hero about. Where did
Yes,
that go? Let's bring this in for that hero. That does a lot of damage.
Construction complete.
Attacking now.
Give us a
What we
target.
need is more range on these ACAPs. Yeah, we see the infantry coming in now. It is standard army troopers, but they will do some good damage. There's that little bugger again. Could at least get the heroes from this battle.
Fire at will.
And we hear yes another. No. Do we have? We might get another unit out of here if we're lucky.
Battalion standing by. Mauler
Oh,
ready.
don't you dare capture that, mate.
Attacking.
Should catch that ourselves, really.
Time order. Copy.
Fallout troops.
Need hits. Need hits.
Ready. Let's move out.
Assault squad reporting.
Beginning construction.
Do we see any more ACAPs coming out? Not yet.
Building started.
We're available.
Let's heal up
We're
here.
on the go. Any orders?
Go for this in their flank while we can.
Signal received.
Oh, I'd love to get rid of this Juggernaut, but not going to happen. And now we see all of the siege towers once again.
Reporting instruction.
Just want that hero down at this point. Just want that hero down. Yes, some hits, but just not allowed to make headway. What we can do is capture this over here.
Problem. That wasn't clear.
Yeah, just
Signal is garbled.
it's not going to happen. If we move up here,
Advancing.
do see an ACP2 come out. Interesting.
Turret has been sold.
Let's see. Can't really fall back with anything at the moment. I think what we can do is move over here and keep sight to attack that. What do we see out of here? We see ACTs. I wish I got that a lot earlier. Just not noticing things properly.
Building
Ready
under
for
construction.
battle.
This is one hell of a defense.
Stand ready to fight.
One hell of a battle.
Landing zone.
What do we see out of here?
Base is under attack.
T2As. It could be worse, could be better. See a very damaged Juggernaut there, actually. ACT should be fine against that Juggernaut. We've lost our main headquarters here, which is a shame. But hopefully these AC APs can snipe this in a second.
Ready and
What do
reporting.
we see here? Should be able to take this down with our Raptors.
Fire.
Certainly can.
T2B over.
Enemy bombardment is now ready. Great stuff. Alright. Let's converge on the centre once again, I think.
Target.
Where'd that AC go? Let's get on the flank here.
Awaiting orders. If you don't
Try and start firing some missiles out here.
Assault squad reporting. We're available. This way, that
Yeah,
way.
there we go. Let's get to the flank. These come with light AV. Move! 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 Meant to be mobile! Meant to be mobile. Okay.
For the kill.
Copy.
Signal received. Spread out. Incoming
What
fire
happened to
support.
these? Yeah, let's focus that for now. Emergency repair would be great.
Yes,
Do we
sir.
get any support here?
One, move out.
There we go. Let's focus this then. Dealt with this over here. Let's move to the centre once again and build up.
Building under
Use more
construction.
Bloody hell. Let's move here. Build. How are we doing against this? Pretty much have its weakness, which is being surrounded by infantry, but we don't have a lot of rockets available here. Did lose one there, and we see yes another bombing run come in. Split up.
Give us the signal. Coordinates received.
Split.
Move there now. Confirmed. Moving forward.
Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. Let's move down here.
Order acknowledged.
Destroy this
Cover you.
Juggernaut, and they can't actually bring in any more
Base is under attack.
reinforcements at the moment. So it's just this and the hero who's escaped me, to my knowledge.
Your signal is garbled.
Keep that providing sights. There we go. We might just be pulling this back, actually. Might just be pulling this back.
We've secured a landing zone.
Let's take a quick breather. What do we see over here? Is that finally... Yeah, let's bring the ACT over here. Can just about... It's in the trees there. Might be counted as stealth units, I'm not entirely sure.
Avoiding fire.
Yeah. Wow. There he is.
We stand ready to fight.
And there we go. No way. No way. Usually shy away from ground defences. Wish we'd made that to be a fortress, because that might have gone a little smoother. We did lose the hypervelocity cannon, so that's a shame. So we're going to be less effective now against that Executor. But we did get 3 enemy heroes, 7 Juggernauts and 5 Siege Towers. That's one for that's a screenshot worthy one there. Look at that. I'll be happy with that. We kept the planet. Might see the enemy fleet disappear now. We certainly do. So we're just going to garrison that and make sure we have... Yeah, we do have Pathfinder there. Look at that. Look at that. I bring over this hero to help us rebuild there.
Construction complete.
Wow, well, things never go to plan. I don't think we're going to be seeing the takeover of the CSA's planets anytime soon. But what we can see is a rebuild here. And we're going to be seeing an excellent defense there. There are a lot of enemy units lost.
If that is your desire.
Looks like they've just recruited some heroes there. Do we see where that fleet disappeared to?
Very well.
Because we're certainly going to want to raid them while they're weak now, having to reinforce. Or Saranim we could afford there. That would be excellent. But not today. Not just yet. Not just yet. So, I think just we'll think about going towards the CSA once again and start raiding the Pentastar.
I'm on them. Get behind them. Eliminating target. I'm on them.
So, we're going to raid over Essen once again because we do, of course, see that enemy fleet still about. And I would like to make some measures, of course, to make sure that can't do too much. We're going to bunch up a fair bit here, but we'll just move over like so. Just the tiniest bit. Make it a bit of a large wolf pack towards the enemy's flank here. Largest threat at the moment is that Venator and the Recusant. But of course the enemy here does have a huge amount of fighters available, so we're going to pull back with these bombers and maybe go for that Recusant. We do see some point defence there, so that's going to not be quite so effective as we'd liked. Get onto the enemy bombers there very quickly. Onto these fighters, of course. Move up a tiniest bit. Get our victories over onto... We've wrecked that Venator. I might as well just remove the missiles on the Gladiator. I'll actually just destroy this outright here. It goes down very, very quickly. Very glass cannon like are those ships in particular. Let's get on top of that Recusant now with our bombers, if we can get that. Lovely. We might not be there in time to actually make any difference with the laser fire coming in here. Let's push forwards. Actually get our victories onto these nebulons and such very quickly. There we go, rip apart the more minor corvettes. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Now we did sight Ardus Kane once again. I believe it was over Generis. So we will think about going over to attack him. Rather not fight him on their terms, of course, over their own defensive planets. Because that does come with the garrison coming out of their orbital defences, of course. So hit and run attacks would be ideal. If we can minimise our losses when fighting his protective forces, that'd be great. So maybe take on and destroy the orbital platform so they don't get any extra help. But I think Generis doesn't have anything higher than a level 2 heavy frigate yard. So that won't be the greatest amount of ships coming out there. So we'll have a look in just a second perhaps. I think really I do want to make steps to actually take Essen today. You can see that was certainly worthwhile going for. A loss of corvettes, of course, but going for those Vengeance frigates and the Venator Star Destroyer always useful indeed, and that's some production just eliminated there. Not entirely sure where their main battle fleet has gone to, so we might actually try and raid the orbital space of Essen while there's not a great standing garrison there, and it will just be the natural garrison coming out of there. So I think we go with Zsinj's fleet because that does just have the greater numbers to deal with that so far. Running out of credits because we do still need to build up Mandalore. That would be more ideal there. I think we bring in what's just happened over here. The New Republic's gone over to surround us at Messalorn there. What we need is to create more ground units that we can move about. So we go to Wayland and once again spam out Raptors, as is its purpose. And what we can do is just build some bases here. What's the influence looking like currently? 7. I believe we need us at 10. Yeah, we certainly do. We need it at 9 for Canderous assault tanks and 10 for Keldabi battleships. So we do in fact make a local development structure there. And go for 1 barracks and then some heavy vehicle factories out of there, I think. And of course we want to create the capital shipyard there. Once that's dealt with, move back over to Sutri very quickly and look at creating some more AC APs, I keep calling them DPs for some reason, for ground defence there. Get some ULAVs out here, move to Selena. Actually move over to Sereno for now because I want to use this as part of the offensive group. We can take our garrison from over here at Mario as well. I think we sell these scout bikes because I just don't use them. Star Destroyer will be some of the garrison there. ACAP's there. Lovely. What do we actually have in this group? Do have some A9s. SP80 is useful. Let's get another SP80 and another dropship. What do we get from Tangreen? I think we get another dropship from there perhaps. What do we see on the ground here? We don't see any fighters, and they won't get any of those. X-10 ground cruisers are these ones, aren't they? So we don't need any ATAAs for this particular invasion.
Construction complete.
Actually, we don't need the SP80 there. What we get is another A9. Love the A9s. We should have a lot of Raptors here. Let's try and drag that. Well, we got the message that the enemy was about to invade Solaris, so we did manage to intercept very quickly because we're on the adjacent planet, and it is in fact that tank battlecruiser. The only downside is I did in fact lose our interdictor ship to a hypervelocity cannon when we raided the Pentastar Alignment previously, so we'll see what happens. High hopes that they have good confidence in their battlecruiser here. It looks like they're wanting to approach, which is great. Can focus down the Venator, of course, straight away to rip that apart and make sure we only focus on this battlecruiser. Of course, nowhere near the tankiness of a Executor Star Dreadnought. So, oh no, talk us up that much and they run away. Absolutely shameful display there. That's why I need an interdictor. And now that I do have an interdictor reincorporated into this fleet, we're going to start raiding the Pentastar Alignment space once again. Just get some point defense set up, as ever. Try and heal tank through there if possible. Just can't quite reinforce in that area for some reason. Interesting. Let's bring these ships over here, get our fighters out immediately onto the bombers. Get our bombers onto this Venator very quickly. Try and get very specifically onto the enemy bombers if we can. In trouble for some reason the Empire War cursor just doesn't do as you say sometimes. It just says no, not listening. We are going to get rid of that Venator very quickly here. Let's get our aggressor onto this Venator already to rip its shields apart if we can. Get a Keldabi. Yes, we absolutely rip apart that. Oh, mouse flipping there. Interesting. Get the Keldabi onto the engines of this fleet tender ship, Imperial cargo ship, and that will stick it in place to ruin it even further. Lovely. Great stuff. Let's get the aggressor now onto the Tom Falk and rip that apart, although it is under a lot of laser fire there. It's nice to see these new arc cruisers about actually. Really love them. Pretty much a victory cruiser in utility, but better. And they do come with all powerful weapons as well, which is great stuff. Didn't actually need our interdiction capabilities here. The enemy did want to stand and fight, and that's excellent. So some minor production, some minor fleet power removed once again. See, their only orbital platform is this standard XQ5 base. We're just about in position now to invade Essen finally. So this is not going to be exactly easy because the enemy does have a good series of turbo laser towers about. So I think what I want to do is try and get the cap over here, which we're going to go for pretty much immediately. But want to transport some infantry to the north command posts over here. Capture what we can on the way, I think, because the enemy power generator should be about here, if our scouting is indeed correct. Should be. So we're going to send some standard infantry to try and rush over to this command post, drop over some reinforcements for them, get our reinforcements out over here to capture the factories. I think they're Hulk droids which come out of there. What do we see here? We can pretty much deal with this, okay? Let's capture this while we can. Get rid of the infantry. Stop them from contesting, that's excellent. So hopefully this is going to be where the bulk of our invasion comes from, in this area. I do see a lot of walkers and such coming out though. So get rid of that Esper. And how we're doing over here. Lovely jubblies, how we're doing. Let's get an A9 and I think some ULAVs for now over here. Pull back with this, going to have to. Back over here, let's get... we don't have any stand-up armour over here, which is a shame. I think we get 2 SU-80s, some Raptors, and we'll leave to that for now, do we? Maybe an A9 to help our Raptors. We'll get some aid from our transports as they come in. Move over here to create a repair station. Oh, you're moving the camera far too much here. There we go, lovely. Set up immediately. Pull back to this to get some healing. Focus the strike breakers maybe actually. Like so. Yeah, this is going to be rather tough. Okay, let's move up here. How did we do here? We did get some Hulk droids out. And they can come over quickly because they'll do great work over here actually. What we do is we create this, build a repair station once again. So unit destroyed. We see of course the bloody first turbo laser tower. That's okay, we can send the infantry in against that. How we're doing over here. It's still healing. We need to bring this in. Yeah, we'll do fine. Over here is all good. As long as our Raptors survive, they should do. Repair station here. Lovely. How are we doing here? Do see an anti-vehicle turret. That's this turbo laser that is going to be the trouble. Yeah, we're losing to this, are we? Just get rid of that. Lovely. And ULAVs can come in. We do need to be mindful of that anti-vehicle turret. Lovely. Rip apart the enemy infantry. Our Raptors really do shred. I understand that we do have some great numbers advantage there. So, let's take this and very quickly scout, because the power generator will be defended by a turbo laser tower, I believe. Let's just quickly pick this squadron off. There we go, so we don't see any more build pads in their use. We do now see a build pad being made there. Yeah, so we do see the turbo laser tower. We do also see an advanced faction for an ATT walker. Interesting, okay. So, where are our Hulk droids?
Roger. Yes.
These can do amazing work. We'll just bring them over here. We'll sit back, play defensively for a tiny bit, destroy the power generator, and then we can converge with all of our units on to the main base. Which I think will be just fine. And actually we see a bombardment available, so why not use that to destroy the power generator there. We won't even need to stand and fight this turbo laser tower, which is excellent. But you can see how much we were shredding that with these Hulk droids. Excellent pickup there. Excellent pickup. Might as well destroy that for the sake of it so we don't get distracted later on. And pick up the ACT as well. So we're going to push forwards a little bit here so that it can protect our SPMATs. Bring them to the centre here.
Fire support ready.
We do still have some population available here. So we bring in here, I think, another ACAP there would be great.
I'll copy.
Actually, over here we do see some minor AV weapons. Okay. Let's get these in range. Okay, we're just running into trouble here. Let's pull back. So that's very silly. What do we see here? We do see the barracks immediately.
Roger that.
Pull over here.
Reporting in. Proceeding to target. Back up at the
Yeah. Oh, did not see that. That was very silly. Very silly indeed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Assault squad reporting.
Copy.
Get on top of the Persuader.
I copy.
We're available.
Push up with these Raptors.
We're moving right away.
Making this very messy for ourselves. Doesn't need to be this bad. Push up here. Rip apart the barracks. Excellent. Won't be seeing any infantry come out of there again. Great stuff. We'll just bring in with the ACTE.
Standing by.
What do we see here shooting? It's another Hulk droid. Okay. We can deal with that. It's all good. Let's get on top here. Alrighty.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
That's everything there. Let's walk in once again.
Right behind you. Make sure you're
Awaiting orders.
Set up here. Nice central position.
Awaiting your orders.
We'll focus everything onto the tax collection agency for now. I'll just get the dropship onto the infantry here. You see here another Persuader. Lovely. I accidentally pressed move, but that's okay. Just bring them to a better range here. What do we see down here? Pulling the enemy away. Let's get onto this droid here. Lovely. Push up here.
Ready for duty.
This set up would be great. Lovely. It really is the finger of God when you get two of these SPMATs on the field. Just point at the enemy vehicle and it will disappear.
This way.
Means into range, and that's an excellent encirclement there. Let's focus on the main office here. Thank you very much. What else do we have? We see an anti-air turret, so we'll keep, of course, our speeders and such away from there. Be fine. Get rid of that Bacta.
Attacking target.
Push up
Awaiting your orders.
to see what this building is to the bottom left here.
I copy.
Lovely stuff. Easy walkover.
Position.
Relatively. Okay, so what is this? This is a security tech to help the Esper walkers. And now we see them try to retreat. And that is excellent. I think we'll leave the video there for today, everyone. It's been very, very action-packed indeed. So not the greatest of gains for today. I did lose a fair bit in that attack. But most of it's fairly replaceable, actually.
Control achieved.
Move back here. Lovely.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, what are we bringing in here? That's a spy, lovely. Let's pull back to Elon. I'll start getting up the basic buildings here.
Building started.
So, that is going to be it for today, everyone. Like I said, didn't make the greatest of pushes like our initial goal was, but I think we did set out for an excellent defence of Sutri. Not losing Sutri was an excellent gain there, although we did have to put a lot of investment back into that to bring up the defences once again. That's a real shame because we're getting to cycle 50. We've not broken out and destroyed the CSA. We're going to need to hit them hard very soon. I think we isolate them fairly soon. Get rid of Cephalor and Essie as quickly as possible. In fact, they're not sitting still. They're doing us a bit of a favour, leaving them wide open over here and taking these planets away from the New Republic. But yeah, that is for next time. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you've had a great time, and it's been very fun to play this for you once again today. May all of your nights and days be auspicious. Goodbye.